I'm Crystal with the Dog Psychology and Training Center. This is my husband Eric and our two kids, 2 of 3. We have Alaska and Raider with us, and they were super excited to be home from Christmas break so that they can sing a Christmas song with us for you guys live. So, are you guys ready? All right, before we get there, real quick though, I just want to tell you what we're going to talk about today in our video. Today we want to cover how to survive the holidays with kids and dogs. For dogs that maybe aren't familiar with kids or don't know what to do with kids, we'll talk about some of the body language to look for, just to call them away when they're stressed out, and then how to keep kids from stressing dogs out. So we'll go ahead and start with our song, and then we'll get into more details about that. All right, Raider, ready? Come up here, stand in front of Daddy. Ready? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh.
Jingle bells, jingle all right. Yep.
So that basically sums up our Christmas. I don't know how yours goes, but the chaos is pretty similar. So we're just going to kind of let the kids interact with the dogs today. We have our 2 dogs that obviously live with kids and are very comfortable with kids. And then we have 2 board and trained dogs, then Temple and George, that come from homes that don't have kids and they aren't around kids a whole lot. So we're just going to kind of focus on them and kind of point out some things to be mindful of when watching dogs interact with kids. Three main points that I like people to focus on is mouth, ears, and tail. So watch their mouths. If they have tight mouths or a tight lipping, that's usually a sign that the dog's stressed or uncomfortable, so I would call them away. If their ears are kind of pulled back really far, like they're kind of afraid, you might even see their eyes kind of bugged out, like, oh, I don't like this, another stress signal to pull them away. And then their tail, if their tail's really tucked and they're kind of doing a lot of submissive, crouched down posturing, also a sign that they're not comfortable with kids. The opposite would be dogs that are very dominant and aggressive with kids. They're forwardly aggressive. They're going to be snarling, growling, leaning forward. Obviously, those dogs should not be around kids either. So we understand that sometimes people bring their dogs to family Christmas, and that's totally fine, but they may not be enjoying it as much as you if you are not aware of how they are feeling around the kids on that day. So we'll just go ahead and have Alaska's petting Temple here. You see how Temple's kind of looking at her sideways? He's not really comfortable about that. He's giving her what we call whale eye. So done some tight lip licking. Alaska, stop and back away. So that was Temple. Notice he was leaning away. He wasn't looking very good. That tight lip licking, if you missed it, rewind it and watch it again because it's really important. He did all of those signals that says, I do not like this kid petting me right now and I want her to go away. That is what you'll see before a dog actually lashes out and growls or snaps at a kid. They always have some sort of body language that they're communicating. We're just not knowing to look for it. So that right there was a classic example of a dog who probably would have bit. I know Temple wouldn't. He's been here a long time with us, and he's not around kids often, so I trusted him in that moment. But if I was to let Alaska keep going, he probably would have started growling or showing some other stronger body language to say, back off, I'm not comfortable. You want to say hi to George? You can say hi to George. Who's going to play? Good. Yeah, we'll let them play for a second.
Oh,
Mark's
look,
going to get in.
play.
Mark's going to get in. Go, guys, go. Go, guys, go.
I think
Good job. So this is also something we can talk about. Dogs playing with other dogs for Christmas. Sometimes, I'll stand closer so the camera can see me or hear me. Sometimes when dogs are playing, you're unsure if they're enjoying themselves or if it's getting too aggressive or too loud. I always tell people it's your decision to say if that's enough or not. If you're ever uncomfortable about dogs playing, even if they look like they're having fun, it's your right to say that's enough. You guys need to settle down, just to make sure everybody maintains the calm. But this is very good play. Notice that they're all doing some, like they're all being down on the ground, taking turns, having submissive posturing, as well as some play bows and some chase play as well. So there was a little growl there, again, that was really friendly. Notice their tails. None of their tails are tucked. They're not afraid to be around each other. They're all enjoying the play. Go, guys, go! Notice my kids are staying back from the play. You know, they know if dogs are playing, especially because we have bigger dogs, it's easy for them to get bumped and trampled. But they also know that...
That will not finish them because they are playing too rough that they might hurt.
Yes, they could definitely bump you or step on your toes and it would hurt. But it's also not good to have kids playing in the middle of dogs playing like this because it's very easy for the dogs to start treating the kids like... start treating the kids like other dogs so that they might get more mouthy with the kids and start biting on them, not aggressively but playfully, which could also obviously not be fun for kids. So we'll have Alaska, George, come here. Boy, George. Good. Alaska, you want to come pet George? Good, so notice George, he's not from a home with kids. He is doing really good. His body language is a little unsure, but he did sniff her face. He's doing a yawn there, which could be a stress signal. His lips are a little bit more relaxed than Temple's, and his licking is a lot wider. It's not that tight-lipped like. It's more of like a full licking of his face. And that would be a dog that I would be comfortable for my kids to pet. Whereas Temple wasn't very comfortable with it. It doesn't mean Temple's a bad dog. He just isn't comfortable with kids. And that's totally fine. We just as humans need to be aware so that we can call him out of uncomfortable situations so he doesn't feel like he has to take it into his own hands to communicate with the kids. So I hope this video was helpful. Definitely, if you have any questions over the holidays, we're at the Dog Psychology and Training Center. We're always here to help. And we wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Say bye. Bye.
Oh, one other thing.
Oh, one other thing.
One other thing. So you guys have been seeing a wonderful, beautiful young lady in some of our videos. So we wanted to introduce you to her today. She's actually helping us out right now.
The camera lady today.
This is our new trainer, Veronica.
Veronica. She's new to our team. She has come all the way up to Greenville from Texas to be closer to her family, and she is working with us, and we are so glad to have her on our team. So we want to do a little shout out to say hi. Everybody say hi, Veronica. And just make her feel warm and welcome for joining us in the upstate. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas.
You guys gonna say goodbye again?
Bye. Merry Christmas. Alaska, say goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Bye, Merry Christmas.
How about you guys?
Say bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
How about you, Mort?
Mort, say goodbye.
And
Yep. All right. I'll.
all right.
Finish.